Well, hi there, Fielding ODL learners. Welcome to Leadership Theory and Practice. I'm Dr. Susan Cannon, the instructor for the course, and I'm so happy you're going to be joining me and the other students in this powerful learning journey. I'm going to be connecting with you from my office here in beautiful Seattle, Washington, where I've been living for almost 25 years, and occasionally from Rockwall, Texas, which is my hometown. So let me tell you a little bit about what you're getting into here. Even though we cover roughly the same material each semester, these classes are never the same from semester to semester because of the diversity of the unique individuals who come together to make it up. I have to tell you, I have many profound interactions with students every time I teach the course, and that leads to new insights for me about how to teach it. For one thing, the course content is highly transformative, which I think you'll discover. And the online classroom can support some very powerful and deep discussions and interactions. In fact, many of our past students have remarked that this was a surprising and delightful discovery for them. So this first week is mainly about getting you oriented and comfortable. For many of you, this is the beginning of your fielding journey, and I want you to get off to a really strong start. So in terms of assignments for this week, we're just going to do a little warm up with some reading before we dive into the main curriculum. So now, based on years of experience with many different kinds of students from all walks of life, from all around the globe, I want to share with you my 7 tips for success in this course. So first, tip 1, don't let change throw you. You're going to be learning an integral model for assessing individual leaders and organizations. It's powerful and it really works. An aspect of this model is that leaders and systems grow through very distinct stages of development. Each stage is almost like a world unto itself. You get a new type of leader and organizational system with its own beliefs and values, preferences, ways of seeing the world, types of behavior it thinks are acceptable. Each stage also has a particular leadership theory or theories that emerge from that worldview. There's so many competing theories of leadership. This is going to give you a framework for seeing which theory is appropriate for which leader or organization and why. So for weeks 2 through 7, we're going to explore a new stage of development every week. Each week's going to feel really different from the last because the curriculum's designed to give you an experience of that stage. So don't let that change up throw you. Just kind of go with the experience. For example, one week we might have an open book test on facts because that's what's important to the leaders at that stage of development. In another week might be totally different. We might be engaging in deep conversation, exploring meaning and emotions. Just go with it. So tip 2 is stay up with the coursework right from the beginning. Got to be systematic. We go through a lot of material each week. Each week's learning builds on what came before it. So you're going to have readings and audios to absorb as well as written assignments, tests, projects. If you have to go out of town or you've got some kind of family emergency, please work with me so I can help you strategize how to stay current. I know unexpected things happen in life. Believe me, it's going to happen to somebody. So tip 3 is don't get discouraged. This is grad school and our course material is complex. In fact, one of the first readings you get is called the 9 Levels of Increasing Embrace. It's one of the most complex of all. Don't let that upset you. You almost surely won't be able to absorb it all at once. You're not expected to. I'm going to be referring to that paper all throughout the course, and as we move from week to week, it's going to make more sense. Just do your best. Stick with it. The learning materials, as I said, are a mixture of audios, readings, PDFs, presentation slides, and what I'm trying to do is meet different learning styles. In fact, I used to co-teach this class with Dr. Terry O'Fallon, who is a pioneer in the field of human and organizational levels of development. And you're going to have an opportunity to hear Dr. O'Fallon speak in some of the audios. Well, tip 4 is participate. A part of your grade's based on participation. In an online classroom, it's very important that you make posts. That means you put your written assignments up in the forum each week, and then you respond to what other students write. In many cases, we're going to have specific discussion questions and reflections for you to respond to about the course material. This is such an important part of your learning because what this does is helps you engage directly with the material and integrate it. You also get to ask questions and learn from the other students. Every year, students tell us that was one of the most valuable and unexpected aspects of their learning in this course was how much they learned from each other and from interacting with each other. Tip 5 is don't miss the easy points. Just so you know, I carefully track the assignment completion and your participation in the discussions, and you'll see that every week is worth a certain amount of points. Now, I've seen students get careless such that they could have made a letter grade higher with the addition of, let's say, one fairly easy posting or assignment. You know, even if you're struggling with the material, if you really apply yourself and participate, you're going to learn and you're going to have a good chance to do well. You know, just remember, I'm in your corner. So tip 6, speak up. At the beginning of the course, you might be feeling some vulnerability, maybe even outright fear of making your ideas public. You may have concerns about being judged, feeling like you're less capable than everybody else, worrying about saying the wrong thing. Resistance can rise to the point you might be tempted to procrastinate, which, believe me, is not going to help you at all. Just know that these kind of feelings are normal at this point. They're not truths. And if you're courageous, you put it out there, these feelings are going to pass. You're going to get a lot more comfortable with it. Just remember, we're all learning here together. And tip 7 is get tight with your team. We're going to be working in teams and groups, so it's really good to get a solid foundation going with your teammates as soon as you can. Your group project's worth about 20% of your grade, and we start on it almost right away so that you have a long lead time. So what you're actually going to be doing is creating a teaching presentation to teach the material in this class to the other students. Now, group cohesion plays a big factor. You may have to coordinate across time zones to get together with everybody, and somehow everyone manages to work it out. It can be tempting just to divide everything up, have each person go off and do their assignments, and then at the end of the course kind of just link it all up. But what I've seen is that when the result of doing that is not nearly as successful as with the teams that kind of work on the project as a whole, because they have a kind of synergy that really adds something to the project. So that gives you some pointers on successfully navigating this course on leadership theory and practice. Now, one of the good things about an online course is that, I'm only a post or an email away from answering any question you have. We can also make an appointment to talk by phone, so don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, I think that's it. All right, I will see you online. Bye.